Welcome back to the Elsinore Talks, and today we are going to talk about what Little B told me. There are a lot of buzzing rumors in the castle. Polonius is missing, Hamlet is acting a bit unhinged, and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are cleaning up that mess. Is there something deeper going on? We will dive in deeper in today's psychoanalytic podcast. Today, I'm being joined by Peasant 1, Peasant 2, Peasant 3, and Peasant 4. They're also known as the Gang of Peasants, my little best little TBs.
I absolutely love metaphors. I'm taking this over because the quote is honestly so telling.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, so I heard that Hamlet called Rosencrantz and Guildenstern sponges, right? And that they suck up all of the king's favors and rewards. But what he's saying definitely has like a sly meaning that no one could catch in the moment.
What makes you better than the royal people in that castle?
Yeah, how could you catch something that they couldn't?
I'm just better. Let me show you. Okay, so we all know that Claudius becoming king was low-key kind of sneaky because wasn't Hamlet supposed to be our king or something?
That's so true. He would have been a better king. I'm so sick of all of Claudius's parties.
Why are you acting like you were invited? You're literally a peasant.
Anyways, so like Hamlet has to dislike Claudius, right? Because think about it. What did Claudius do?
Claudius just married his mom and took the throne. That's not that bad.
Maybe he has a thing for his mom or something.
We are getting a bit off track. But exactly, him harboring that hatred for Claudius must be his id.
What's an id?
I created it. I can't believe I have to reveal my identity. My name is Sigmund Freud. It's just his base desires and emotions.
OMG!
What?
Amazing. What a national hero.
Yes, I like that. So Hamlet isn't being mean to Rosencrantz and Guildenstern for no reason. He's projecting his ideas of betrayal onto Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, right? Because he's experienced so much of it.
Damn, that makes so much sense. Gertrude betrayed him and Claudius. Now it's Rosencrantz and Guildenstern?
I wonder who's next. Maybe Polonius betrayed him too, and that's why he's missing.
That's cool and all, but I believe that Hamlet's asserting his superiority over them because that's exactly what I do to you guys. He's just demonstrating his ego. Hamlet is just like me.
Now that's treason.
You know I'm right. Hamlet's just calling them mindless tools. I need to take a page from his book. He's literally playing a power move.
Peasant 4, you might be a tad bit insecure. But that's okay, it works perfectly here because Hamlet is also insecure. He had to pull the I'm above you card just to get his point across.
I'm leaving. You might be higher than me and richer than me, but that doesn't mean you can just insult me.
Bro's trying to get beheaded.
I'm not that evil, he's just like Hamlet. Both of them have egos and deep insecurities, comparable to Fortinbras Sr.'s stomach.
Body is not tea.
Double homicide.
I think you might be manifesting the death of her fat king. Watch your back.
Bitch, get the back. Don't touch me, bitch.
I'm glad that wasn't me. Clearly, I'm just too good to be taken away like that.
Do you have anything to add, or are you just a sponge?
I was getting there. I think that Hamlet's bitterness, not comparable to my own in any way, isn't just directed towards Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. It's about the whole court.
That does make sense because honestly, everyone in the castle is incredibly opportunistic and fake.
Fake like Peasant 4. We all know you only came here to boost your status because everyone knows this podcast and who the host is.
Okay, and the sponge metaphor is just Hamlet coming to the conclusion that humanity is worthless, just like all of you.
Alright, so here's the tea. Hamlet calling Rosencrantz and Guildenstern sponges isn't just about them being opportunistic. It's about his delusionism met with humanity and the toxic court dynamics that betray him at every turn. And yes, maybe he has some mommy and daddy issues, but hey, don't we all? Someone needs to stage an intervention. That's it for today.
Tired of being sent on wild chases by the royals? Introducing Smart Squirrels. No need to search for dead bodies or try to outwit the prince. This gadget has got you covered. It includes a Ray dead body checker, hiding places, and of course, many comeback suggestions for when you're dealing with witful people. Order now or miss out on our 24-hour Black Friday sale for a discount of 75% off. The company does not take responsibilities for hair loss. human life loss, medical conditions, or any harm by your own risk.
Welcome back to another episode of Elsinore Talks. It seems we received a letter from one of our most devoted bees, Lady Elsinore. Let's give it a read. Dearest readers, the halls of Elsinore grow even more peculiar. Prince Hamlet, the once golden heir of Denmark, now goes about giving riddles and hiding corpse. The late Lord Polonius' face stays a history, or a joke, depending upon whom you ask. Meanwhile, beloved King Claudius seems more rattled than usual, missing body, dangerous prince, and whispers of England. What lies ahead? Yours ever curious, Lady Elsinore. Peasants, how are you feeling about this?
OMG, is this truly what Hamlet did? I love metaphors, but why would he hide Polonius' body whereabouts?
Lady Elsinore never lies. Her tips are always 100% accurate. It's like she lives in the castle.
He's just being clever. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are basically Claudius's dogs. They'd shine his shoes if he told them to. If I were Hamlet, I'd give an unserious answer too.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clever? Didn't Hamlet call him supper for worms? That's terrible dark humor. Do you think it's okay to joke about death like that?
Well, it's something I would do. I think me and Hamlet might be twins.
Of course, you would talk about a dead body like that. I just don't get you.
I'll tell you why. We both lost our minds. It's said that humor hides in pain.
And what pain could you and that entitled rat Hamlet possibly have?
Well, let's see. His dad just died. His mom remarried his uncle like 2 seconds later. And now he seems fixated on keeping his mother's love to himself. But he can't. He has to share it with Claudius.
Ah, I see. Hamlet's definitely not on my level. I'm way more clever than that.
Okay, but how can you be king and not find a body in your own castle?
Think about it. It's all calculated. He's not just mad, he's just mocking Claudius.
That's actually true. Hamlet's playing a power game here. He's undermining Claudius's authority, making him look weak and incapable.
Or he's just spiraling. His fixation on death, worms, supper, and all that kind of feels like an obsession.
So, like, he's confronting morality?
Maybe. I think he's avoiding confronting something deeper. Like, for sure, his dad's death hit him hard. But let's not ignore the elephant in the room.
Elephant?
Duh, his weird fixation on his mom.
Hamlet's fixation on his mom is kinda like my Oedipus theory. I love this. No wonder he's angry at those who are close to her.
It's really unnatural. I wouldn't dare to cross him after hearing that.
I feel for Hamlet. It's natural. His anger at Claudius isn't just about the throne, it's about jealousy.
No, that makes sense. His mom was basically his emotional anchor, and now Claudius stole her.
Oh, so Hamlet's passive aggressive jokes and riddles is his way of dealing with the feelings he doesn't want to admit to anyone, even himself.
He's lashing out at anyone who gets close to her. First Claudius, and then Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Who's next?
I wouldn't dare cross him now. He's so unpredictable.
Stop acting like he would even talk to you with your peasant self.
I'm on the verge of...
Hey! Now, let's unpack that before you guys jump on one another. Peasant 3, I think you can relate to Hamlet's behavior right now, right?
What do you mean? Are you talking about my psyche?
Exactly, for Hamlet. His cryptic behavior isn't just about confusing people, it's deeply tied to his psyche. Peasant 1, or well, Freud. What do you have to say on this?
Well, his fixation on Gertrude seems to stem from his Oedipus complex, which is his subconscious desire to exclusively love her.
So Claudius becomes the target of his anger times 2 because he's the rival for Gertrude's affection and the man who replaced his dad.
Ooh, double betrayal.
Wait, so this would mean that Polonius' death was an accident?
That's a really good point. Who was Polonius to Hamlet? He was another obstacle, or was he a bystander?
Definitely an obstacle, because why else would he refer to Polonius's body as a supper for worms? It's because he completely disregards anyone who helps Claudius, just like how I disregard all of you. Complete waste of space.
Ooh, that's really dark. No comment.
Does anyone have anything else?
No, Hamlet is just crazy. He can't be both crazy and calculated. That's the end of this story.
Alright, so
Actually, I have something to add. I think it's maybe both. Mad and calculated are mutually exclusive.
I'm an example of that.
Yeah, but his grief, anger, and desires fuel his actions. But his actions don't seem sporadic. They actually result in something that helps further get to his goal.
okay, I feel like that's a good place to leave off. So, what did we learn today? Hamlet's madness might not just be madness. It's a combination of things including his unresolved mommy and uncle issues.
Oh, and don't forget, in Elsinore, no one is safe.